I always talk about the importance of being visible and being credible as well. And in some cases, I suppose, yeah, it's all well and good to be saying, yes, I need to be more visible and credible. But what does that actually mean? So I wanted to just do this video to showcase what I particularly mean when I talk about the importance of being both visible and credible in order to build a personal brand that will effectively get you revenue generating opportunities. It will allow you to future proof yourself for years to come as the sort of AI era is upon us and we just see things changing at a crazy rate, right? So let's start with the visibility side, right? So when I talk about visibility, for me, it all comes down to when I search your name on Google or when anyone searches your name, it could be an employer, it could be a potential client. When they search your name on Google, what comes up, right? So I'm going to share my screen real quick and give an example. A quick tip. When you are searching for your name on Google, use Incognito, right? And the reason why I say that is because with you just kind of using the normal browser to look at stuff and search as well, all the cookies and stuff may change the actual search results. And you got to treat searching your name in Incognito as basically what someone else would search for and what they would actually see if they search your name, based on it just being a random person, whether it's a new client or a new recruiter looking for hiring people, whatever the case. It's just a case of using it as a way to just have a better picture and idea of how you're viewed by other people rather than your own browser, right? So I'm going to search my name for context, right? I'm going to do a Google search for my name. Okay. So what we got? So we got a couple images here, a couple based on my website, a couple on YouTube. If we scroll down. So I'm going to cover this one first, right? And it all comes down to the domain. So everyone needs a domain, right? I don't care whether you are an entrepreneur or a founder or whether you are working a 9 to 5 and you have no intention of going to entrepreneurship or whatever the case. That is fine. You need a domain. And the reason why, because it's your name. It's your name. And it's completely fine for you to not have a website, but you still need a domain. And the reason is because you need to have ownership of the things that are going to help you in this life. And for me, domains are incredibly important. And I didn't necessarily understand the importance of it until I bought my first domain when I launched my blog. So when I bought my domains for that, I bought it on the basis that, I just wanted to have a platform. I wanted it to look professional. I wanted it to look like something that just seems a lot more, just something that people would actually be more inclined to be more invested in and more interested in when it just looks a lot more cleaner through a domain. And then through that, I then realized that, wait, if I can have a domain for my business on my blog at the time, why can't I have a domain for my name? And then through doing that, the first thing I bought before I started any of this journey, I bought my domain name because I didn't want another Tariq Peters somewhere taking that name and all of a sudden I can't utilize it in the way that makes the most sense. And besides, as I just showed you, let me share my screen again. As I just showed you, with me searching my name, Tariq Peters, that is the first thing that appears on Google, right? TariqPeters.co.uk is literally the first thing that appears on Google. So you need to think to yourself that if you want to be more visible and you want to be more seen for what you are doing and the things that you want to showcase about yourself, it makes the most sense as to why you need a domain. Because with you building a domain and you having actual content on there in order to build your domain, through someone just searching your name, it allows you the opportunity to develop a platform that has all of your details, that all the things that people need to know about you is in one place. You need to create a home for yourself. If you are building something bigger than yourself and you're building a business or you're building a community or whatever it is, you need to have a home for yourself. And through having a home for yourself, you are able to effectively help with the search engine optimization algorithms and all that sort of stuff they use on Google to be more visible. And the higher the search results are for your particular content with your name on it, the higher it will be, right? So let's continue. So that's the domain side of things. So also my social media, my Instagram is there, my YouTube is there, my X, Twitter is there, my LinkedIn is also there, different pages of my website, articles are there. Articles that I did with Startups Magazine and also PR Daily and also the short videos. So before I even continue with just searching through with my name, being able to PR yourself. In the previous video, I spoke about the importance of PRing yourself. And as a PR professional, I knew the importance of what it means in order to reach out to different publications, to do thought leadership, to do interviews, to do podcasts, to share my story in a way that allows people to understand exactly what I'm doing. When I'm showcasing what I'm doing, I'm talking about my experiences of how I went from working 9 to 5 and how I literally went skydiving and it literally unlocked a part of my brain that thought, you know what, I need to make this life work. I need to make it work for me. I need to give it a good go. Through that, I was able to provide an actual narrative and a positioning in a way that made people want to know what I had to talk about. I developed different thought leadership ideas that I could pitch towards different publications so I can write. And through writing, you're able to now clearly see that there's articles that I have written previously that is literally on the first page of Google, right? And when you think about that, that's third-party credibility. That is third-party credibility to the point where people can actually see that you're actually insightful and you actually have an idea of what you're talking about and you're actually informative with what's going on as well. So that adds a layer of credibility through the element of being visible. Do you understand what I mean now when I say that both of them, they play a big role? But like I said, with the rise of AI, it's going to be incredibly easy to be more visible. A lot of people are going to be making a lot more content because the AI tools make it easier to do so. They'll be able to use ChatGPT to generate blog ideas in their voice. They'll be able to do so many things in order to get themselves out there a lot more. But what counts now is a level of credibility. Where are you being positioned? Where are you being placed? Are you being positioned in publications? Are you being positioned on broadcasters, TV, podcasts? What different mediums are you really showcasing who you are? But not just who you are, but what you do, who you serve, and how you are unique in your approach of doing so, right? So that's important, man. You need to be really intentional with building this. And I've been intentional, and that's the reason why no matter what, I could be anywhere and I can just say, if I'm not in a position where I can go through and share my LinkedIn directly or any of those things, I can just say, if you Google my name, you'll find everything you need to see. You'll see my website, you'll see my Instagram, you'll see my YouTube, you'll see my LinkedIn, you'll see a couple articles that I featured in talking about the importance of personal branding, the importance of AI, the new hybrid approach, what's going to be happening in the next couple of years. I've curated my search results based on the things that I found were more important for me to showcase, and I built it from scratch in order for it to be a lot more easier for you to be seen and for you to be deemed as credible. And if you want to know how I can help you do that, then go in the description box below and apply for a brand audit call. I'm happy to have a chat with you to see what I can do to help you be more visible as well, because it's important. It's important. You need to be visible. And then let me just share my screen one more time as well, because one thing that I thought was quite interesting is the AI mode is one as well. So remember, I just searched my name. Let's go in AI mode and let's see what's happening. So it has my name. Tariq Peters is a London-based personal branding strategist, PR specialist, and DEI advocate. Okay, and then as you can see, this particular reference point was linked from my LinkedIn. Yeah. And then he's best known for creating the P.H.A.S.E framework, which is a credibility-driven system. Yes, indeed. And when you look at key career highlights as well, so this is literally how everything has been created for where things are going with the rise of AI. So when I talk a lot about AEO, artificial engine optimization, and GEO, generative engine optimization. When I talk about those things, that is what I'm talking about. All the layers of you being able to build your website through your domain, through you being able to pitch yourself to different publications who are happy to have your content where you can write about different things, from the positioning of you being placed on podcasts to talk about your experiences and to talk about how you are best placed for the work that you do, all comes through the elements of having that level of credibility that these AI tools can now capture. And because of that, and because of the rise of AEO and SEO and GEO, all of the EOs, all of that has allowed it now where the use of AI, a lot of people are searching through AI now. Google up their game in terms of what they've been able to do. But a lot of people, they search through ChatGPT, or they go through Perplexity. They look through those particular sort of platforms to be able to find the people that they want to find. And if someone searches your name and they cannot find you, if they cannot find you in 2026, when the rise of AI, and I told you about the deadline, the 30th of November, 2027, you need to make sure that you are in a position where you are able to be visible and seen just by someone searching your name on Google. And the results need to showcase why you are the best person to talk about whatever it is you decide to talk about, whether it is your job, whether it is your industry, whether it is the role that you do particularly. You have to be someone that has built it from the ground up in order to be more visible for what's going to be happening, right? And that's through the AI side of things as well. Like, honestly, like, this is all based on stuff that I have either wrote about or has been positioned through third-party credibility as well. So even that, an author and educator. So he authored an ebook to assist PR graduates during the lockdown. That's facts. And he regularly contributes to Startup Magazine and other industry publications on the value of the expert economy. That's what I'm saying. Strategic philosophy. Okay, Bill. Okay, £1 million personal brand. It's got that as well. Okay. Visibility and credibility. Hey, see? Oh, man. They have everything. Actually. Hold on a minute. He currently shares weekly insights via his Substack and YouTube channel, documenting his journey and providing resources like the Authority Accelerator Coaching Program. Hey, you see how AI got me looking good? AI's got me looking real good out here, you know, and I'm telling you, you need to focus on AI being able to really utilize that. And remember, I've done it through Incognito. So anyone that's going through and searching my name when they're going on AI mode, surely they have to be impressed with this. Surely. Okay, let me share my screen again. So that's the AI mode, right? Images I find particularly interesting because they take that from sort of my website a lot. This was on SME Today. And yeah, a lot of my thumbnails that I use on my YouTube is also on there as well. So I find it quite interesting. And to be fair, I haven't necessarily sort of clocked the image part of Google when you're searching as well. But through where I'm posting as well, you have a good idea of who I am as well. You can see my face, right? And then lastly, what I want to cover is videos. Yeah, and this is the one that I like the most. This is my page right now. So as you know, matter of fact, as you know, with me building and developing and doing these videos every day for 1,000 days, this has done really well in the last couple of weeks, I would say. And it's done incredibly well for what it's looking like when you search my name and you go on the video page as well. Because literally, my channel is the first thing. There is no other Tariq Peters that's going to overtake me. Like, honestly, if I don't get to the places I want to be in this life, then at least I know that I'm the best Tariq Peters on the planet, right? That's what it's about. So, yeah, all the videos I've been posting on YouTube is all here. It's all here. Literally. So, how many videos is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 videos within the video side or the video tab of Google literally just tells you or showcases all the videos that I'm doing. And you have to imagine with me doing these videos every single day and uploading, it's only going to help the search results when you Google. My main thing now is ensuring that I'm able to utilize all this long form content and turn it into short form as well. So then when it gets to the short form area, I have that fully sorted out as well. If I go in the short form section, it's not as good as I need it to be, but we'll get there. Fair enough, I'm on there on TikTok as well. And there, that's it. However, that is the whole point of when you start to do more brand audits and you start to really look at what is more visible and how people can actually find you. And when they do find you, then what do they actually find? What do they actually find out? What do they see? What are the things that make them feel like, oh, this is a good person. This is someone that we need to look into, compared to, you know what, they don't really have much stuff on them. I don't think they're really as good on social media or good in terms of their visibility. Or matter of fact, there may be something that just isn't good at all that people will search and they come across and they realize that we do not want to be associated with this person one bit. However, it's for you to know what your visibility looks like and how you're able to position your search engine optimization, your SEO, how you are able to be visible and what appears when people search your name. That comes down to you. And that comes down to setting up your domains, getting your website patterned and in check, also working with different publications and being able to position yourself as a thought leader. And then thirdly, just all the various different mediums as well, whether it's different like podcasts or whether it's collaborations with different sort of people on YouTube or in different social channels or on different social media channels as well. It's all about building and creating that opportunity for people to be immersed and invested in what you're doing. And you find a way to invite them into your visibility ecosystem. And when they are in your ecosystem, they are potentially prospects or leads that will be working with you for the long run because they're seeing you putting out the work. And I guarantee that throughout the 1,000 days, as I meet new people and as I try different things, and as I experiment with my personal brand and how I'm perceived on Google, it's only going to lead to better things as well. But you need to know where you are to understand where you're going, right? So that's all I'm going to give you right now, man. But I think this video is extremely important because it really drives home the importance of why you need to be more visible. And that comes down to that element of just being on search results. And remember, forget about the idea of, you know, being an entrepreneur or a founder or business owner or whatever that case, right? For those who are literally just working 9 to 5 and they're thinking that they ain't got the time to do this, right? You need to think about what's going to happen in the long term when people are searching for your name and you cannot be found. You cannot afford to be invisible online anymore. I'm sorry. If that was the case, I guarantee if you clicked on this video and you made it this far, you would never know, you would never have known who I am. I promise you that. I would have just not done any content and just been easy if I knew that there wasn't going to be a big shift happening, right? So on that note, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you enjoyed the insights of what it means in order to build on your visibility online on my perspective on Google. There's so many different examples as well through different sort of AI sort of ideas, or whether it comes down to all different sort of search engine ideas. But ultimately, I feel that the Google element is still one of the most important ways and the important things you need to focus on when building your personal brand in this particular era as well. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how your SEO is doing and make sure that you search your name on Incognito and let me know what you find. Yeah? But yeah, no, it's been a pleasure. Bless up yourself, big up yourself every single time. Every day is a blessing. Make sure you remember that and peace out. Catch you tomorrow.